Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am excited to finally answer all of your questions that you have been asking me over about a week and a half or so. I actually had put this out there a long time ago and never ever got a response. Nobody started asking me any questions, and I don't know if nobody was actually getting it or seeing it, but nobody was asking me questions. So I thought, well, I'll wait a while and maybe I will build up some more subscribers and I'll get more viewers and more participation if I throw it out there again. So thank you so much to those of you who asked me some questions, and I am so excited to be able to answer these questions for you, because I think this is like a fun way for you guys to actually also, besides see me on the weekends or see me sharing hauls with you or whatever, but it also kind of gives you a little bit more personal insight about who I am and things that I like and things that I don't like, things that I just don't get to share with you, in a weekend vlog or whatever. So I wrote down all of the questions in my journal, and I tried putting the names next to the questions, so I'm not sure if you guys feel comfortable with me saying your name or whatever. So until I'm okay, or till I know that you guys are okay with me saying, oh, so and so asked me this question. So hopefully you guys will remember which ones were your questions, and I want to thank you once again for participating with me. Hopefully later on down the road I will have another Q&A and you guys can continue to ask me more questions as you get to know me more. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I started writing down all the questions in my journal, and I got actually to about maybe 20 questions or so, and some of them are like, somebody maybe have asked like 3 or 4 questions in one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What are your favorite clothing stores? My favorite clothing stores are Old Navy. That would be like my top first and foremost store that I would shop at. Pretty much everything that I own comes from Old Navy. I like Old Navy because I like the quality of their clothing, and I like the fact that they have sizes that fit me. When it says the size extra large or large, it's an extra large or large. So Old Navy would be my favorite store. My favorite Disney character, well, right now my favorite Disney character is Merida. I absolutely love Merida, and if you guys missed my Disney character tag or my Disney tag or whatever it was, I will post a link up here, and you guys can go back and watch the there's like 30 questions or something about Disney, and I answer all the 30 questions, so I'll put the link up here. You guys can go back and watch it. But Merida is my favorite character at the moment. What iPhone apps do I have on my phone? The apps that I have on my phone are... Hold on just a second. All the social media sites. I've got Twitter, Periscope, my Facebook pages. I've got Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I have Pandora, iTunes, my music on my iPhone, and I have Sirius XM. I have Pinterest and Etsy. I have my camera, my photos, my Rona designs, my Camera 360, and my Insta Collage. I have Yahoo, Messenger, Gmail. I have, what is that over there? Oh yeah. I have my bank, I have a calculator, I have Stone Mountain Park, I have a calendar, I have my Disney store, I have AdSense, I have Waze, the Weather Channel, a clock, and App Store settings, and a layout, and Find My Phone. So those are the apps that I have on my phone. And the next question with that one was, what case is on my phone? The case that I have on my phone is by Sonix, S-O-N-I-X, and I bought this case at Verizon when I got my iPhone back in April or May. So, okay, so my most memorable moment, why and what Oh, my most memorable moment. I think my most memorable moment was the birth of my boys. My oldest son Cody, my middle son Brandon, and the twins. I had twins. So the birth of all four of my boys was a very memorable moment for obvious reasons. And then of course the day that I married my husband Brian was also a very, very memorable moment, one that I will never ever forget. Why and what made me start YouTube? Why I started YouTube is because last year I was not working and I was watching a bunch of people on YouTube, and I actually started watching people on YouTube about 3 years ago. And when I lost my job almost 2 years ago in December, I was like, what the heck? I could totally like do YouTube. I could totally sit down and talk to people and share things that I like. I could totally show people how to make things, do things or whatever. And I like to talk to people. I like people. I'm a people person. I'm very energetic and active when it comes to that stuff. So I just thought, what a better way to pass the time while I was, last year doing nothing. And I really got excited about it, so I started doing it. And the more subscribers that I got, the more people that I would talk to on YouTube, and the more we would build a rapport and communicate or whatever, I was like, I love this. This is so much fun, because I love knowing that I'm helping somebody, or they're learning something from me, or they've, tried something that I tried. And I don't know, I just kind of like that. And, and maybe I'm, helping somebody in their weight loss journey, because, some people have helped me in my weight loss journey. And so maybe, I can inspire somebody to get up off the couch and start walking as well and lose weight, or try something new that you've never tried before. So that's kind of why I started doing YouTube. And did that make sense? Did I answer the why and the what? I hope that I did. But anyway, I love it. I absolutely find it to be so much fun. And like I said, the more people that I meet through YouTube or whatever, I get more excited about it every single day. And I look forward to making videos and sharing with you guys. So hope you guys like that. What brand of paint is on my bedroom wall? I think, and I was trying to look for it, but I think it's called Camel, and I got it at Lowe's. And will I do a planner sticker haul? You bet. That is actually on my list of videos to film this weekend. So I'm hoping to actually get that done on Sunday, so it can be so I can post it like next week, probably either Wednesday or Friday. I'm not really sure yet. Now that I'm doing like so many videos, it's like, do I post just on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or do I post when I get it done? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I post it when I get it done, or do you guys like the consistency of a Monday, Wednesday, Friday? And I'll leave a comment below. Let me know. Okay, where did I get my bed frame? Yes. And I think somebody asked me that question the other day, and I'm like, I will explain it to you because it's too long to type out. Okay, so when my husband and I moved from Chicago to Huntsville, Alabama, almost 8 years ago now, the house that we bought, the gentleman and his wife, they lived there, and his wife had deceased. And right before she deceased, they bought this bed, and they never had slept in it. Nobody had ever slept in the bed at all. They actually had the bed in a bedroom in the very far corner, because they never ever got to use it. And so when we bought the house and we were looking around, they said that, if you guys want whatever, you guys can, have it with the house or whatever. So the bed frame, not the mattresses, but the bed frame came with the house. So that's how we got the bed frame. And it's iron, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I've liked it for the time that we've had it, but I wouldn't mind having something different. I would like to have something different, but I do love it. And it's been a great, you know, frame or whatever for us, and it worked out really, really great because we were changing from a queen size bed to a king size bed anyway when we moved, and this just happened to be a king size bed, a bed frame. So that worked out really well for us. So that's where I got my bed frame. What TV shows am I watching? The TV shows that I am watching, let's see, Monday nights I watch Dancing with the Stars, and I was watching Big Bang Theory on Monday nights, but now I've heard that it's coming on Thursdays, so I'll be watching that on Thursdays. Then on Tuesday nights we like to watch Marvels, and I also like the Muppets. On Wednesday nights I like to watch The Middle, The Goldbergs, and what's the other show? Sorry. Oh my God, what comes on after The Middle? I mean, what comes on after, oh my God, I can't think of that show. But anyway, it's all the Wednesday night shows except for Blackish. I don't watch Blackish because I watched something else at that time, and I watch Nashville. And on Thursday nights, of course, you have to watch Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder. And now that Big Bang Theory is going to be switched to Thursdays, I'll be watching that at 8 o'clock. So, yeah, so there's the shows that I like to watch. Let's see, Friday nights I like to watch 2020 and Big Bang if it's on. Saturdays is just kind of like a free-for-all. And Sundays I'd like to watch Once Upon a Time, but I've kind of lost a little bit of interest in Once Upon a Time. I don't know. But those are kind of like the rundown of the shows that I like to watch. But I also like to watch Seinfeld. And I'm a huge 90210 fan. So, and anything in any movies that are from the 80s. And I know you guys didn't ask about movies, but I shared it anyway. Okay. Have I ever been or would I go on a cruise? I have been on a cruise one time, and it left from Miami and went to Freeport, Bahamas. And I think it was only like a 1 day or 2 day thing. I can't remember because I was younger. I was like 16, 17 years old. So yeah, that's what I went on a cruise. And do I have a desire to go on a cruise now? No. We'll just leave it at that. How did I meet my husband? I met my husband Brian on the internet. We met back in April of 2000 in an AOL chat room in Chicago, a Chicago AOL chat room. I lived up in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and he lived in the south suburbs of Chicago. And we met in a chat room, and we hit it off, and we've been together for 15 years, and we've been married for 12 years, going to be 12 years in December. That's why we're going to Disney to celebrate. And yeah, so that's how I met my husband. How did you guys meet your significant others? Leave a comment below and let me know. Okay, what plan do I use for weight loss? I really don't use a plan. I just kind of walk, and I'm just very, very careful with what I eat. However, I haven't walked in quite some time until last night. Last night I did about 2 miles, which is good, so I'm hoping to do more later. But I don't have a weight loss program or plan that I use. I just drink lots of water and watch my portion sizes and eat healthier and not fast food or fried foods or whatever as much as I possibly can. Now, every once in a great while, yeah, we have fried foods. I mean, come on. We're not going to deprive ourselves of the certain things that we like, but there is no weight loss plan. Just being careful and walking. Do I have a cleaning routine? I like to think that I have a cleaning routine. Let's see, my cleaning routine used to be like every day, especially when I wasn't working, but now it basically consists of weekends. I start doing laundry on Thursday nights. That way I'm not so like bombarded and consumed with it on weekends. So I start my laundry on Wednesday nights. I change my sheets every Sunday. Let's see, I sweep, mop, vacuum every weekend. Sometimes, depending on how, you know, it gets through the week, I will go ahead and sweep the floor and vacuum that up as well. Cleaning bathrooms and everything. So there really isn't a routine. It's just something that I know that I have to do every single day to keep things tidy, especially when you're working full time. It's kind of hard. That's why I wanted a maid. but that didn't happen. But anyway, no routine, just, you know, knowing that I have to do it. But I do keep myself pretty much on a schedule. I mean, I know that I have to, you know, clean the bathrooms every week. I know that I have to dust every week or whatever. So that's my routine. How do I like to spend my evenings? I like to spend my evenings just sitting in my chair in the family room, chill and relaxed, watching TV. If it's chilly outside, I like to cuddle my blanket and have a glass of hot tea, a cup of hot tea, in one of my favorite mugs that I might have for the season or something. But and I like to spend my evenings just kind of watching TV and vegging. That's what I like to do. Let's see, my favorite me time thing. Oh, ladies, getting my nails done. That is like my me time thing. I don't know about you guys, but that is so relaxing, especially when they're doing my feet or my toes. I just kind of kick back and let them like take me away because it feels so good. I love that. That's my favorite me time thing. Do you prefer working or did you enjoy time off? Ladies, I enjoy working, but if I had a choice to stay home or work, I would stay home. And reason why I have to work is because the company that my husband works for does not offer insurance. And in order for us to have insurance, it would come out of our pocket. And that would just be too much of an expense that we just don't want to have to cover out of pocket. So in order for us to have insurance and for me to have insurance for him, I have to work. It is a benefit, you know, for me to work too, because then we have extra spending money, things that we can go do, whatever. But that's if I had a choice, if his work offered insurance, then I'd be staying home. Yeah, hands down, which he knows that. So when I've told him this several times, if he ever wants to move me, which I think is a like good segue into the next question, if he ever wants to move me again, we have to move to Orlando, and his job has to have full benefits because I'm not working. So those are the rules, and he knows it. So so that was a segue into the next question, and somebody had asked me if we were moving, because I have mentioned it before. No, we are not moving. I think I've mentioned the fact that my husband always likes to move, so you never know when we might move, but we are not moving anywhere anytime soon. And if I had it my way, we wouldn't move anymore ever, because I've moved enough. We've moved from Chicago to Huntsville to here, and then we moved 3 times when we lived in Illinois. So once when we lived in Illinois, once when we lived in Illinois. So I'm just kind of done moving. I'm so tired of moving. But like I said a second ago, he knows the rules. Okay, let's go on to, I'm almost finished with the questions. See, isn't this fun? Okay. And I think this is the last one. If I could go back in time and if you could go back in time and give yourself, your younger self advice, what would it be? Wow. It's hard to say because I don't want to say it without like not being thankful for what I've been through to put me where I am today, because I'm so grateful for where I am today. And if it wasn't for, you know, your trials and tribulations that you've had in your life, if it wasn't for those, you know, you wouldn't be where you are today. So I think what I would say to my younger self, don't rush things. Just take your time. Think about things. You don't have to get married just because you're pregnant type of thing. No kidding, true story. So yeah, I think that's what I would do. I mean, I have 4 boys, and when one of them is so eager to do, well, I can't say that because I don't really know, but if one of them was so eager to do something, I seriously would just be like, just slow down, just wait, don't make rash decisions. But sometimes I understand in certain situations, those are the only decisions that you know at the time. And so the best thing for you to do is that, which I totally get. I would probably have not gotten married because I found out I was pregnant, So that's kind of what I would do if I had a daughter. I would say, you don't have to marry the guy just because you're pregnant. You know, we can work this out. We can manage this. But I am thankful for all 4 of my boys. That is a whole other story that, you know, I don't mind sharing, but it's a very lengthy story. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for asking me the questions. I totally appreciate it. I want to do this again. So whenever you guys, you know, are ready to ask a bunch of questions again, please do. And if I could do one of these once a month, I will, or every other month or something, I will, because I absolutely love just, you know, sitting back, relaxing, and answering questions and being able to talk freely and share things with you other than what I normally share with you. So thanks again, guys, for doing that for me. I totally appreciate it. I hope you guys really appreciated this as well, my honesty and everything as too. Thanks again. So don't forget to subscribe and share this maybe with a friend that you think that might like this as well. And leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys, you know, like about my videos, and what makes you guys coming back, and why did you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel? What was it about my channel or my videos or about me in general that you wanted to come back and see more of and get to know me more? So leave me a comment below and let me know. And until next time, guys, thanks. Bye.